Hi, this is Mike Hayden with Language Development Systems and a tutorial on how to install and set up X-Lite. You should have received instructions in an email. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. First, we go to the X-Lite website, which is counterpath.com/Xlite. Scroll down a bit and hit the gray download button. Another window will pop up asking you for a whole bunch of information. Ignore that. Go ahead and scroll down and download it for your operating system. Obviously, Mac users for Mac, Windows for Windows. I'm on Windows, so I'm going to use that one. Depending on what browser you're using, it'll pop up in different locations. For Chrome, it'll pop up in the bottom left corner as an installer down here. If you're in Mozilla Firefox, it'll be in the top right corner as a blue download arrow. And if you're using Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge, it'll be a dialog box here at the bottom center. Once you've got it, go ahead and run it. Allow the program to make changes to your computer. And then accept all this mumbo jumbo that we're not going to bother to read. I have read through it actually, and there's really nothing important in there. Next, it'll go ahead and install. You don't need your browser anymore, so you can close that. If you want to, you can allow them to collect anonymous data to help prevent issues. It's not necessary. It's entirely up to you how you feel about privacy. I let them. But either way, hit OK whether or not you check the box. Once you're here, go ahead and click on the soft phone button in the top left corner. Select Account Settings. We'll go ahead and put in the user information that was supplied in the email that you had. The phone number is going to be your user ID, display name, and authorization name, all the same number. Your password is going to go into the password field, and the domain will go into the domain field. As well as at the bottom, we check proxy, and the address field just to the right of that, we go ahead and put that in. Next, we'll go to the voicemail tab and uncheck the box that says check for voicemail. Next, on the topology tab, we'll select the fourth bullet, the one that says none for firewall transversal method. We're going to go to the Transport tab, and we're going to switch the signaling transport to UDP by selecting the drop-down menu. Next, we'll go to Advanced. We're going to change the re-register to every 600 seconds instead of 3600 seconds. And near the bottom, make sure you uncheck Send SIP Keep Alive, so that causes issues with our server. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and hit OK. If you did it all correctly, it should enable and say Present Status Available. One thing to watch out for when you're copying and pasting is not getting a space before or after your password. Happens very easily, so be very careful not to do that as you're doing that. Same with the domain and the proxy. Occasionally a space will sneak in there at the beginning and you won't notice it. But if you're having troubles, just try redoing the account page information here, user ID down to proxy. Hopefully that'll take care of that. Next, to configure your headset, we'll go to the soft phone button in the top left corner and go to Preferences. On this one, we'll go ahead and uncheck the beginning. Well, actually, I checked that intentionally. I usually uncheck the call immediately when a phone number is selected so I don't accidentally dial a second number. But first, the most important thing, we'll go to Devices, and we want to make sure that our headset is selected here. I've got a few headsets, but the one you're going to look for is going to be one that usually says USB. Sometimes they'll have your brand name, but just make sure that it's your headset and not one of these other devices that's probably not going to work with your audio. You want to select that from both drop-down menus here. On the next tab, speakerphone mode, you're going to do the exact same thing again. Go ahead and find your headset and select it. On other devices, your ring-on device is entirely up to you. I like making it my speakers, so that way it comes through ringing and I can hear it across the room. Some people like to have it on their headset so only they can hear it while they're on the computer. That's entirely up to your preference. Next, we're going to go to the audio codecs. This screen, we want to make sure that we select on the enabled codecs all but the G711A law and U law and move it over to available. So I'm going to select Speaks, hit the left facing arrow to move it over. Same with G722 and Opus. So enabled codec should only have G711A law and G711U law. Once you're done with that, go ahead and hit OK, and you should be ready to go. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My contact information will be in the email that you received. And hope you have a great day.